What is the road to success like? Is it easy? And how are you going to get there? Now, these are questions that I ask myself all the time. And to be honest, they are literally a recurring theme in success and in terms of achieving your goals. These are questions that you will face multiple times and you will need to answer along the way. And sometimes you might think that you have the answer, and sometimes you may not have the answer, but that is okay. This is what I've learned up to this point and the conclusions that I've come to. Well, to get into the first point is I got this first answer from Alex Hormozy and watching the podcast from Modern Wisdom, the last one, literally the last one that he was on. And he said, um, and he told me to picture this. He wakes up in the morning, literally, the guy wakes up in the morning, wakes up whenever he wants, does 6 hours of work, has his food, whatever. Then in the evening, sits up across this balcony, overwatching the city, and he reads his book with a super amazing view at sunset, and you can imagine that, right? Then meditates, reads his book, then goes to sleep, and that is his day. And he said that his that type of day is that rhythm is 6 days a week. Then after watching that, I realized and looked into my own life, and it caused me to pause and think for a second. And I realized that I wake up in the morning around 7 a.m., 7:30, take a shower, make my coffee, revise for about 4 hours, gym, come back, eat, revise for another 2 hours, read, meditate, go to sleep. And literally, that is my exact day for 6 days, 6 to 5 days out of the week. And it clicked for me. That is what is going to that is what it's going to take for you to get to the next level. For all of us to get to the next level. Because bro, we are not immune to this shit. We're like it all leaves clues. It makes sense as well, because if you think about it, the because that is work, right? That is what you need to do to get to where you want to get to. And the more of that work you do, the more chunks of hours that you have of that work, the more that you'll be able to do, right? And the more you can stack that up consistently, the faster you're able to get to your goal. And that makes sense, right? So it makes sense that every day that you have will be identical. It will be the same. And that is one clue. That is one conclusion that I've come to. The path to success and the path that you are on will look repetitive and boring, bro. Every day will look almost exactly the same. Now, for me personally, I don't mind that. Literally, bro. I have the exact same foods. I eat the exact same things every day. And for some reason, I don't get tired of it. My mom's like, "Oh, how can you actually do that?" I could not fathom that, right? I go to the gym the exact same time, and I'm okay with that. And to be honest, at first I wasn't, but I learned to embrace it. And that is something that you might need to do. Now, second point is when you face a hard decision, when you face something difficult that you need to do, it's always like, oh, this is hard. This is difficult. I don't want to do it anymore. But the thing that Alex Hormozy taught me in that same podcast is that a lot of people will fall at that exact same wall, that exact same place that you are struggling to climb. Everyone else who is trying to achieve the same thing as you is facing that exact same wall. Now, if you are able to climb through that wall, like to literally beat it, bro, and you climb over that wall, there are so many other people that are literally stuck at that exact wall. And that is why so few people can reach the ultimate levels of success. That's why you see so like you that's why when you go outside, bro, there aren't people who are like super jacked and ripped, you know what I mean? There aren't too many rich people, although nowadays the crypto kids, right? But even in that, that's literally a lot of it is in America. But even that's why it's called the 1%. That's why it's so admired, right? It's difficult to get there. And that is something else I learned is that he said a quote that goes something like, I'm paraphrasing, right? It goes something like, I reframe the hard because the harder it is, the more I know people won't do it. So more for me. If I can stomach the hard decision that everyone crumbles at, the more I get in the end because no one else is willing to do what I'm willing to do. And that blew my mind. And I was like, and every time I go to the gym now and I feel like, oh, I'm so tired. I can't be out doing it when the weights are not waiting. You know what I mean? I, I just have that thought in my head. It clicks like boom. And I'm like, everyone else in the gym is facing this exact same situation. Next time you're in the gym, right? Look at the people around you and see them. See their faces, bro. They all are in the same position as you. If you can understand that, I feel like you'll be able to win. Camera cut off, but to finish off, the last point is that it's going to be a long, slow clap in the auditorium. Don't be weird. And what that means is it's going to be a lonely journey, bro. And you might have to sacrifice a lot of relationships sometimes, girls, some friends, to achieve what you want to achieve. And in the same podcast, I got this quote from Alex Hormozy himself, and he said, "Effort always goes unnoticed until you win." And that sort of combines with the same quote that he said, "No one roots for you until everyone roots for you." And if you can understand those two quotes, you I feel like you will be one step closer or two steps closer to achieving success because a lot of people can't understand them. But last point is, are you willing to put in the work that requires you to get to that goal? Are you willing to give that one extra second? That's all it's about, bro. If you are, then you'll be able to get there, bro. Just takes a bit of time. See you, bro.